What is going on YouTube? And this is System Test 2. If you watch the first system test, you can tell that the kid panel's missing. You can't, well, I bought that panel in hopes of putting a FM200 protection system down in my metering shop, but I don't really need that anymore, and I was just using that panel for hobby use, but it wasn't really meant for that. You couldn't silence the treble on it. It would only stay silenced for like 5 hours, and the sounder in there was like a smoke alarm going off, pulsing. So I just took it down, and I just have this one here. And the reason why that panel had trouble was because of the batteries, and this is the only place where I can find the batteries, and get out of the way. Yeah, they are $201 for a battery pack, which is ridiculous. So I just took that panel down. I have this one here. Let me open it up. This is in trouble because the battery is disconnected, but I occasionally float charge that battery, and I only put it in when the power goes out, which it really never does. So yeah, that's the thing I like about this panel, is you can just silence the treble and it'll stay silenced, and it's not really that loud at all. So improvements I've made on the system is this system sensor, or sorry, Firelight 622 HD rise of rate heat detector. It's a 2-pole one. It's got the same devices. These probably are not going to change. And the line comes over here. That's the end of line there, and the end of line right there. That's the only thing that's not Firelight on that system, is that ADT rebranded pull station. I'm going to replace it soon. I'll just have to buy one online. And that's going to stay the end of line because it has a resistor on the back. And that device came with this panel, and when they redesigned it, they changed all the resistance on the circuit, so I don't know what to replace it with, so I'm just going to leave that there. And about this panel, I did get a new one. It came from kind of like a commercial building, like a flex space warehouse. I was there just changing the lights, not doing any alarm thing, but they were going to throw it out, so I just collected it. It's from 2002, and it's new enough. Well, it was in a system with those devices and those. It's conventional, and I'll just quick show you it. The reason why I took it down was they were kind of selling the building, and they wanted to put in something better, so they put in like the 50-point, I think, addressable panel, and they only used one circuit on it when they wired it conventionally. But here's the panel. You can see a lot better. I was completely excited I was able to get this instead of a different one. But I plan on keeping this for when I buy a house of my own and I can put in a system. But as you can see, it's all there. The LEDs are all, these ones here are clear compared to the foggy kind of translucent ones. The resistors, got a pull station with that. Battery connector, all is good. And I do have the dead front for it, it's just not installed. Whack the camera pretty good, but yeah, interestingly enough, the dead front for this that goes in front of the LEDs is white, and that one for there is black. And this glass here is something that changed. I don't know if you can see that little nick there. Right there. This glass fell out when I opened it the other day, and you can see my botched crazy glue work. I don't know what they held it in, but I'm happy it didn't shatter, because I would not know where to even look for a new piece of glass, and it dented my keyboard in right there. I don't know, whatever. So let's just sound off the system. In the last system test, I pulled the one by the door. I guess I can pull this one here. silenced. And I have no way of testing that because you have to use a hairdryer to test it. That's what they recommend, and I don't have one anywhere. Reset that. I guess I can pull the other one here. Silence that. Reset that, and you can just tell, I didn't notice how crooked it was, but that is awfully crooked, that raceway. Alright, reset, and then undisable. That's kind of the disable button. And that's about it for this system test. Catch you in the next one.